Hello everyone, I'm CoolGuy, welcome back. I, like many of you, have been doing the Moments of Triumph. One of them is to complete some raids, and has a lot of us going back in there to get them done, and importantly, for some of us, is to get some raid exotics that we never had. I'm one of those people that never got Tarrabah, and I'm thinking about making a change with Beyond Light, but I don't take accounts. I never got to review it, but with me getting it recently, I have some fresh eyes on it, and even though it does have some downsides, it is very powerful. This video is going to be talking about how to get it going in the Crucible. It has a very interesting system to get it going. With some things in Destiny, knowing is half the battle, and I feel that once you know how this works, what to be looking out for, and how to approach your engagements, I think you're going to get more out of it. It's quite fun when you know what you're doing with it. But before we get into how it works and what to look out for, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, my friends over at Surfshark VPN. I've been so happy with this service, and they still have a great deal for us. My code CoolGuy to get 85% off plus 3 months for free is still going on, and with this great deal they set up for us, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the only privacy product that allows unlimited simultaneous devices, so you can have it on your desktop, your phone, as many devices as you want. Surfshark encrypts your data and keeps it safe. It's an extra layer of security to your photos, your videos, all your personal stuff that you don't want anyone to see. It hides your true IP address, and that means a lot of things from browsing the web, accessing content, and it means a lot for gamers. With a whole bunch of people working from home, that security is invaluable. That virtual private network, VPN, is there to secure your digital life, to protect you from data theft, tracking, surveillance, and commercial targeting. It works as an app or browser extension that allows you to place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world and lets you access the internet as if you were in that country. On the browser extension, one of my favorite features is that you can turn on clean web to surf with no ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts. It's extremely user-friendly, it sets you right up with the quickest server, and when browsing, you can also whitelist websites and apps to bypass the VPN if you need it to. You can change your location no matter where you are in the world, so for Netflix, you can change to the UK, you can change to the US. Wherever you are, there are about 15 Netflix libraries out there to go out and explore. And with you being able to change your location with sites like YouTube, sometimes a video is not available in your country, you can just change your location with Surfshark, you're gonna be able to see it easy. And what's great for us gamers is that you can game in full privacy and security, and that includes big ones like hiding your IP in Discord and other chats, just not have to worry about it. You can also change locations and sometimes be able to buy games for a little bit less. But by shielding your IP address, your internet connection is protected from being a target of DDoS attacks as well, and that's a really big one. Any game that you play, there's bad actors out there, and with it being so user-friendly, it's going to walk you through step by step for some of the things that you want to set up. As an example, on the console level, PlayStation or Xbox, it's going to walk you through to set up a DNS. It's right there step for step, and you can also set it up on the router level as well. Protection is key, so use my code CoolGuy to get 85% off plus 3 extra months for free. There's a link down below right at the top of the description. And again, if for whatever reason you're unhappy, they do back a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it out for yourself. I love this VPN, and I hope all of you get behind Surfshark as they've gotten behind me. It's a really good deal that they have for us. From Crown of Sorrow, Tarrabah has had some mixed reviews. I love it, and the background footage right now is the goal. It's the perfect clip as to what you can do. It's a nightmare. I want to start off with this though. There is a tremendous upside and downside to running this exotic in the Crucible. As far as the downsides, it's going to have its own section later on in the video, but from this point on, it's going to be how to make it work and how it's designed to work. There's going to be suggestions later. With how it works right now, I would never take it into Comp 3v3, I would never take it into Trials, but I highly recommend having fun with it in quick play, and I want to show you how to run it. It's one of the few 720 RPM SMGs in the game. There are 4 legendaries and 2 exotic. The other's going to be Huckleberry. They do 22 to the head and 16 to the body. The archetype has a 0.67 TTK, but let's look at the other TTKs because the number of shots matter. For the 0.67, you need 9 criticals, 9 bullets, 9 headshots. The 0.75 is 10 bullets, that's 7 crits and 3 body. 11 bullet kill is 0.83, a 12 is a 0.92, and 13, which is all body shots, is a flat 1 second TTK. It has some really good base stats. It has the highest range out of the 720s. And Tarrabah's exotic perk is Ravenous Beast. This weapon stores power when dealing or receiving damage. Hold reload to unleash the beast. This is paired with Bottomless Appetite. Dealing continuous damage extends the duration of Ravenous Beast. Now, Bottomless Appetite, it's a very, very small addition for PvP. It's not even noticeable. It's going to be more so about the main exotic perk. Unfortunately, once you stow Tarrabah, any progress that is made with it is going to reset. So you can't use your super, you can't pull out your ghost, nothing. Think Memento Mori from Ace of Spades. Ravenous Beast works on a hit system. This system is very straightforward, and the math with both sides, it works out. It's not tied to damage at all, it's literally apply bullets or receive bullet damage. When dealing damage, you need to land 20 bullets. After that, the perk's going to be active, so those 20 bullets can be either a headshot or a body shot, and more on this in a moment. When you hold reload to unleash the beast, you get increased reload, rate of fire, handling, and it gives accuracy. Notice how it blooms out all the way? Once the perk's active, we hold reload, that cone is tightened up. The shots feel great. It's all around super snappy. It's a really great perk. And really quick, I just want to do audio. This weapon's up there with Bad Juju as one of my favorite sounding weapons in the entire game. It has a very cool basic reload sound. I love the reload sound. It has a really cool perk activation sound. Once active, a timer is going to go on your screen at 7 seconds, 00 count, so you have the perk for a total of 8 seconds. This ups the RPM to 900. In those 8 seconds, you're going to be on the hunt because it now deals 33 to the head and 33 to the body. It's a 6 bullet kill for a lightning deletion of 0.33 seconds. If you get a damage buff somewhere on top of this and get a 5 bullet kill, it's a 0.26 TTK. Think about those times to kill. Crazy stuff, and that's what makes it fun. The second part is receiving damage. Again, this has nothing to do with damage dealt or damage taken. It's all about bullets hits received, and that number is 34. You would need to take 34 shots for the perk to activate, and those 34 shots could be 34 single shots from a 110 hand cannon. It could be a 900 SMG hitting you. It would be 34 high impact sniper body shots. And to test it further, it does add up because if you land 10 bullets with Tarrabah, that's going to be halfway to it being charged to be fully active. If you were to receive 17 bullets, half of 34, it makes the perk go active. So those are going to be your numbers, receiving 34 or dealing 20. And with knowing this system, you can start doing different things. If you use Tarrabah, you're going to be using it for this perk. You're going to be using it for the clips that you've seen to be very powerful. That's what you're working for. I highly recommend that you run SMG loaders enhanced if you have them, because since you can't stow it, you're going to be committed to it, and in between gunfights, you're going to have to reload. I run double enhanced SMG loaders, that's what you've been seeing in the gameplays. It makes a world of difference with what you want to do. And I want to state that Tarrabah by itself isn't bad. It has really good TTKs. Let's bring those up again. You can and will outduel players within your range. That 9 bullet kill, it's very tough to get, but that's okay, because 9 out of 10 times, it's going to take the 10th bullet. And that 10th bullet makes you halfway to Ravenous Beast. So when you see your next enemy, it's probably going to take 10 bullets again. All of a sudden you have the perk. Basically after 2 kills, the perk is going to be active. But with this system, with what you need to do, since we know it's on hits, you need to take shots at literally anything that you see. There are numerous times I've had this SMG out, and even though the enemy is 100% out of range, they're 40, 50 meters away, they could be sniping. I just throw some tap bursts at them. Sometimes I land 3 or 4, I rotate, I transition to another side of the map, say someone jumps in front of me, I know I'm not gonna kill them, but I land 5 or 6. A lot of the time, before I actually get into my first engagement, after I down that first opponent I see, I have the perk. A lot of these clips, if we go back and we backtrack a little bit, that's what I'm doing. Again, even if it's versus snipers or longer ranged ARs, all of it adds up. I'm gonna land 4 or 5 shots. It might be doing like 8 damage, but that doesn't matter. Since I'm out in the open, they're gonna hit me a little bit, so I'm receiving damage. Getting this weapon going isn't that bad when you do this. It really isn't, and that's why enhanced loaders are needed. Because in between all this, you're gonna be taking little jabs at players, so you need that fast reload to do it again. And before you know it, you're ready to rip them apart. It's very good when you use it like this. Downside though is that when you run Tarrabah, you are somewhat committed. It's going to be up to you if you're going to be fully committed or halfway. If you're fully committed, you're going to have it out all the time, and you're going to use it how we talked about. Shoot everything that moves, work the point system, and work it out like that. Or you're going to be pairing it with a sniper, a hand cannon pulse, another primary. You're going to be using that primary. And when players get close, that's when you pull out Tarrabah. You're going to duel them. It's usually going to take 10 bullets. At that point, you're halfway, so keep Tarrabah out and try to find the final 10 hits you need for the perk. Now, it is a shame that the perk goes away when you stow it, but this is a very delicate situation we have here. It's a monster. If they overtune it, it's going to be worse than Recluse, and we already nerfed Recluse. So we would then have an exotic on our hands that's like that. I do feel that something needs to be done. I just don't know what it is, because it could be a little bit better. Maybe they can make it somewhat like Master of Arms. You can get a kill with your primary, and when you switch to Tarrabah, you're going to have that perk for like 2 or 3 seconds. It's going to be good for very close and sudden situations. I don't know. But what I do know is how it works, and I believe that you can have a really good time with this thing, working that system. It's fun, and that's what it's all about. I really do love this thing. Like, real talk, there have been days I get on and I'm hyped to use it, to see what I can do with it, getting better at my movement and approaching engagements. It has a lot of positives. If you're new here, remember the subscribe button, and if you haven't used Tarrabah in a long time, think about the system that it has the next time you play, give it a shot again. It really is fun. But I would like to know overall, what are your thoughts? What changes would you like to see, if any? And again, this is how I feel you can get the most out of Tarrabah in the Crucible. Let's talk about it down below. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.